Welcome to SwitchCorner, my name is Alex and today we're taking a look at my favourite deals across Switch eShops covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. For a change on things though, this is actually going to be part 1 of 2 for you all because it's a big week, so hit subscribe, join us here on SwitchCorner for reviews and deals weekly, and let's get started. As always then, 2 winners to announce for 2 $10 eShop gift cards and 2 more to give away. To enter, drop a comment down below and the winners they'll be announced in next Saturday's video. Then the UK, EU and Australia, you all had a weak start to the sales in 2022, but Nintendo they just made it right with February 1st, a monster sale that added over 1,000 deals. It is by far the best deals year to date. With that though, to play it kind of safe, I'm still hopeful this could go live in the US and Canada, so I'm covering for you today 13 games, 5 of those they are available in the US and Canada, and then I will have a bonus video this week on deals on Monday just to kind of give it a tiny bit more time, see if we can get a few of these live. Alternatively though, region hop to grab them as well. Kicking us off then at the Legend of Tianding, my review for this one, it's in the pinned comment down below, but think here a side-scrolling action platformer with some RPG elements as well. The combat's great fun though, as are the boss moments, and the level design, there's almost an influence of Metroidvania, think, you know, almost more maze-like, but its downfall, this one I've gotta say, it is actually between the levels. There's some back and forth for dialogue that never quite feels right. Overall though, I enjoyed it, and you can find all of the details again in the video in the pinned comment. It's a new low price though, 33% off. Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania then gets a new low price with 30% off. It's another one I covered, video down below. I've always been a huge fan of the series though, and it was good here to see them get back to basics and remaster the first 2 entries. It's a simple but addictive formula though. Get the monkey to the end goal by tilting the world around them. It's also harder than it looks as well. I hope this though leads to more entries now, because I think the Switch is perhaps the perfect home for it, and it felt great to be back. BloodRayne Betrayal Fresh Bites then is a re-release from the team over at WayForward. I believe it was the PlayStation 3 back in 2011, this one, but here we get remastered visuals, new difficulty options and new voice acting. The idea though, one last mission with an army to take on your father. There's a few flying sections which I didn't really enjoy myself personally, but otherwise good stuff. A very cool kind of visual style. These stills don't do it justice. And yeah, you'll find my full review in the pinned comment down below. It's a new low price then, 25% off. Inertial Drift then is for the race fans out there. I didn't love the game itself, honestly. You can see that in my full review, but I did love the control scheme. It employs a twin stick formula that just works really well, and it's by far the most natural and immersive I've experienced. Unfortunately, however, though, the story is weak. Everyone's your best friend, so there's kind of no weight to the tale. And then the other cars on track, they're in fact ghost cars, and once I kind of figured that out, it kind of lost its edge for me. If you want something, trying something new though, this is definitely worth a look, and it's a new low price, 45% off. Under Night in Birth, and the rest of the title is for the fight fans out there, and this is easily one of the best 1v1 fighters on the system alongside the likes of BlazBlue. It's one I reviewed a good while back, and we don't see a whole lot of heavy discounts on it, so it's great here to see a new low with 70% off. This one's arc system works though some of the best with the genre, and it can be pick up and play or as deep as you want it to be with a complex moveset. The story is my only warning, no fights there, just backstory. Go to arcade to battle it out. My review in the pinned comment down below. Monster Train First Class then, in the UK, EU and Australia, it's one heavy hitter after another for those outside of the US and Canada. This is one I wish I reviewed on the channel. I missed it, but it made my top games of 2021. It's going to be for card deck fans out there. Think Slay the Spire, and honestly, I'd actually put this on par with Slay. Completing a first run, not all of that challenging, but a ton of reasons to come back, and it works on a system. There's almost 3 levels with angels making their way to basically put out the fire at the heart of the engine. It's a new low though, 30% off, and you need to get out there and take hell back. The Tasmanian Tiger HD then, not a huge amount I can really say, but a cult classic 3D platformer, and surprisingly to this day still extremely entertaining. It's not going to change your opinion of the genre, but it's got some nice locations, colourful visuals, and also some decent animations as well. It does show its age though, however, and it's definitely a slower pace than many games out there nowadays, but if you like the classics or you even played this one back in the day, it's definitely worth a look still, and it's rocking a new low 50% off. Tales of Iron then is another one I didn't get to review at the time, didn't quite have the time to get through it, or at least I didn't think I did. I actually thought it was going to be this kind of epic quest. It's in fact only around 10 hours I picked it up, a physical copy on sale. It features the voice talent of The Witcher though, and it now includes an update which adds a new questline, 2 new difficulty modes, and new weapons, bosses, and armor. It's a quality action RPG though, with this strategic spin on its combat, asking for skill. It's also like a 2D design. Looks great though, and you're out to restore the Rat Kingdom and save it from the Frog Clan. Ultra Rage then is another one I reviewed on the channel, find that linked down below, and it's a third-person hack-and-slash adventure. It's going to throw you into what is this kind of futuristic world. It combines that then with almost minor RPG mechanics like equipment, weapon types that are used kind of in specific scenarios, but then also there's kind of this like spin on resource gathering. It powers the swords you use. Honestly, it can be a really tough game as well, I'll give you that warning. At times, visually, the environment's a little bit bland, but overall, once I kind of got past the grey scenery, I was really impressed. It's just got this kind of good vibe to it, and it's a new low price, 30% off. Nexomon Exctinction then is going to be here with 45% off, a new low price. Now, we spoke about the release of the original. That one started life on iOS and Android, but this was the follow-up built for console specifically, and opinions, they were somewhat mixed, but I loved what it did. Now, it's an old school Pokemon style, with some copies that were definitely a little close for comfort at points, but it partnered it all with this story around a tyrant Nexomon trying to destroy the world. It just gave the monsters an air of danger that we don't normally see, and then there was a dash of sarcasm to its humour as well. The visuals even didn't like them at first, ended up appreciating them outside of some kind of cheap looking emotes that do appear on the screen, kind of over your character's head. Our first winner of the video then, Speckled Band, who decided to jump into Sherlock. Quality game that one, congrats, so drop me an email to claim your code, and everyone else, a second winner coming up here shortly in the video. Layers of Fear 2 then is going to be for the horror fans of the gaming world. I was really impressed with this port. While I'm not sure if I'd rank it above the original release, I for sure definitely enjoyed the setting they went for more. You know, you're on this ship, it's the golden age of Hollywood, and there's kind of this descent into madness, and that's reflected as this ship almost transforms around you. I just thought visually it was so strong on the Switch, even if there were a few moments where it definitely, you know, the pacing was just a little bit off. But yeah, like, it didn't scare me all that much, or at least not as much as the first one on reflection, but it's a new low, 35% off, and my full review, that's in the pinned comment down below. Our penultimate game of the video then, Phoenotopia Awakening, and a piece of genius this one. I covered it and I'll tell you here, I absolutely adored it. It's built around the concept of Zelda 2, think side-scrolling dungeons, then an over-the-top kind of world map, but the combat, the exploration, that story, yeah, this kind of pacing of adults going missing, it just absolutely nails it. On launch, it definitely had a difficulty curve issue. It was, well, bloody difficult basically, but they've sorted it out since, and they should be proud of this release. Some stunning pixel work and animations as well, and it's a new low price then, 40% off. That review, as with nearly every game today, that's in the pinned comment down below. Our second winner then, that's going to Kevin, who picked up Slaps and Beans. Underappreciated brawler, that one, well worth the time. Congrats, so drop me an email to claim your code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance to win in next Saturday's video. So our final game of the video then, it's my pickup 2, meaning I can't necessarily recommend it. Maybe you'll want to join me for the ride, but I've got a feeling a lot of people will get behind it. That is Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin. It's one I intended to buy at release, didn't quite get around to it, and now the discount has tempted me in. It's a new low price, 33% off. It's a turn-based RPG though, spin on the series, and it has a free demo for you all to kind of check out if you're unsure, as it definitely marks by far the most expensive game on today's list. Story-wise though, you play as the grandchild of Red, a legendary rider, and you cross paths with a character that's in possession of an egg which, if hatches, it's going to cause absolute chaos. Go on this adventure though, save the day, meet the locals, and I'm looking forward to jumping in. I'm feeling really good about this price point. And that is the video down. I'm probably being a little over optimistic, hoping this one hits the US and Canada, but figured a couple of days, you know, it's a good idea, give it just a little bit of extra time. Definitely do my best here to cover all regions when I can, and this seemed like probably the best option available. I'm definitely happy though for those in the UK, EU and Australia. It's definitely about time. The best deal this far though from this particular sale, that's going to be XCOM 2 at £4 or your regional equivalent. You can see that and more in my video for the under $10. That deals video, it is linked down below. With that then, like a shout out to the patrons of the channel who are going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here. Join our growing family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.